Hey kids, it's Papa. You ready to explore the Bible? All right. Take a look at Revelation chapter 14 again. Back to Revelation chapter 14, starting verse 13. You there? Revelation 14, verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Okay? Now, there are going to be people who are going to die for the Lord during the tribulation, during this time. And here he is saying blessed. The word blessed means happy. Okay? It means joyous. It means, hey, this is what it's all about. And what this is saying is that the people who die for the Lord here are not going to regret it. They're going to be really pleased. They're going to be in heaven. Not only are they going to be in heaven, but they're not going to be on earth. And on earth at that time is going to be a scary place. It's going to be a dangerous place. It is it's going to be bad, and they're going to be very fortunate to get out of there, and so they will be indeed blessed. And notice it says, and their works do follow them. Think about that. What that's saying is that the investment in God that they made in life is going to be invested and brought back with much interest in heaven. Okay? In other words, not only are they going to be in heaven, but the benefit of what they have done on earth will be there as well. It goes on and says, verse 14, and I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud sat one like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice unto him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle, and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust the sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, and he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud voice to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle to the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and the blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horses' bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. Now, what does this mean? Okay, first of all, and you read the commentaries, they say, oh, the blood's going to come up to the bridle on the horse. No, that's just hyperbole. Do you know what hyperbole means? Hyperbole means exaggeration. Okay, God does not exaggerate. Okay, if he says the blood comes up to the bridle on a horse, then you know what, it comes up to the bridle on a horse. It's that deep. Now, we're not exactly sure where this is talking about. We are led to believe that this is talking about the end of the Battle of Armageddon, which is we're going to see in chapter 19. But in the end of the chapter of the Battle of Armageddon, God is going to come with his holy angels, and he is going to defeat all the armies of the world. And it says there that the blood in the Valley of Armageddon is going to run up to the horses' bridles. Now, I've been there, and this is a huge, huge valley. I mean, Napoleon stood on Mount Carmel where we stood, and he looked out over that valley, and he said, indeed, all of the armies of the world could do battle here in this valley. And you know what? They're going to, and God's going to win. And he's going to stick that sickle in, and he's going to reap, and those people are going to die. Now, the interesting thing is that the whole valley kind of slopes down gradually to the base of Mount Carmel, and there's a stream that runs along the bottom there. And by the way, that's undoubtedly where they got the water to pour on the altar when Elijah faced down all of those 400 prophets of Baal. But with that sloping down, it's very possible that the blood at the base of Mount Carmel there is going to be running that deep. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be that deep throughout that entire valley. But notice that it says, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. Now, a furlong is an eighth of a mile. Okay? A furlong is an eighth of a mile. So 1,600 furlongs is 200 miles. Okay? What is this 200 miles? I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't know what this is going to, what this 200 miles is. Um, I, I don't know. Could it be that the army that is going to be coming against Israel and against God, this whole army is going to be stretched out for 200 miles and he's going to wipe out that army for 200 miles? That's what I think, but I don't know. See, prophecy isn't given so that we will know the future exactly. Prophecy is given so that afterwards we look back and we realize that God knew the future. Okay? And so, what is this 200 miles? I don't know. I've heard all kinds of guesses as to what it is, but none of them have satisfied me, so I just don't know. In any case, it's going to be a terrible, terrible defeat for the battle, for the armies of the world. Now, is it possible that this isn't talking about the Battle of Armageddon? Yeah, it's possible, but I think it is because it has some similar wording to the way it's described in chapter 19. And the book of Revelation doesn't work chronologically. It gives chunks, and sometimes it goes back. Sometimes there's parenthetical sections or sections where he's talking about something right in the middle of other things. So we don't know. We're not sure. But rest assured that after this all is fulfilled, we'll look back on it and go, wow, he described it exactly. That's exactly what happened. Anyway, so aren't you glad we're not going to be there for it? Yeah, me too. Hey, love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.